What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damian Cryer, and I am back with another video, man. Anyway, today is Wednesday, September 2nd. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day, man. Also, if you guys have not subscribed to the Cryer family, man, turn on that bell. But turn on the bell only means you are subscribed to the channel. In order to get the notifications every time I drop a video, you must turn on the other bell with the vibrating symbol. Turn that one on, bang, and then you turn this one on, and you will see the vibrating symbol. That means every time I drop a video, you will be the first to get the notification. That way you can be the first to review the video, comment, and all that good stuff. So also, we do post notification shout outs at the end of almost every video. Sometimes I do forget to do shout outs, but when I do, as you guys have been with me for a long time, you know I do 4, 5, or 6 shout outs in the same video. So without further ado, as you guys can see by that title up there, you see that title? Good dad or bad dad? So that's what we're going to be talking about today, man. Someone in the comments, well, a couple of people, I'm not gonna say a whole lot of people, like some people be like, oh, I got all thousands of DMs and blah, blah, blah. I got a couple comments in the comment section asking me to do a video about how do I cope with being a male parent, a dad, and have multiple kids by different women. How do I divide myself up equally without making one or all of my kids feel some type of way? So I was like, when I got the message about doing this particular video, it kind of threw the wind out of me for a second, because I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like come with a crazy prank or something, Damien, or come with another seafood mukbang and all this. Oh, to the guy that's always sending me the comments in the comment section said, do a crawfish mukbang. I'm going to do it for you. I see your comments. But you can only do one video at a time, and you can only eat so much a day. And I am not trying to get too overweight for my age. I'm 50 years old, so I have to maintain my weight in order for me to be healthy. So I do the mukbangs when I can, and I try to stomach what I can. Crawfish is not one of my biggest favorites, like fish or shrimp, but I will be doing that video soon. So, the title of the video that's in question about how do I, as a male, a father, cope with having kids by different women, and how do I divide myself up amongst all of my kids equally. I will say this, guys, first and foremost, I'm very, very blessed for Damon. I'm very blessed for Margaret. I'm very blessed for Akeem. I'm very blessed for Darian. I'm extremely blessed for my son Deontay. He's no longer with us physically, but he's with us in spirit. And I'm really, really grateful for the kids that I'm expecting on the way soon. As you guys know, I have twins on the way. I'm extremely grateful for all of my kids. So I'm gonna put that out there. So I will say this, guys, for me, you know, like, you guys know my history, that especially that's been with me for a long time. For the ones who recently joined my channel, you know I have 3 kids the same age, Damon, Akeem, and Margaret. They're all 28 years old. No, they're not twins or triplets. They're not all by the same woman. They're by 3 different women. Say back in the 90s, I was a little bit careless. I was in my early 20s and I was just running around buck wild back then. Your boy was out there bad, man. And I don't regret none of my kids. You know, I mean, literally, I don't regret none of my kids. I mean, we all have a past, you know, but my past is exactly what it is. My past is my past. My kids that's growing are my future. And I love every last one of them dearly. Also, special shout out to my son, Akeem Trimble. He turns 29 years old tomorrow, which is September 3rd. So he's supposed to be coming down here to visit on his vacation and spend a few days with his pops. And I'm extremely, extremely excited about that. I don't know if I'm gonna bring him on camera because I don't know if my son is into this being on social media. He doesn't even have Facebook or nothing, so he doesn't really do the whole social media thing. But I probably will share some pictures later on in the week about stuff that me and him are gonna be doing together. But guys, I'm gonna say this right here. Like, when my kids were growing up, again, I had made some not so good decisions that took me out of their lives for a very, very long time, where I went to prison for a very, very long time. I mean, a very long time. And let's just say I lost all of my 20s. Every bit of my 20s, I lost all of them. So, you know, like while I was locked up, 2 of my kids' mom had moved to different states, which is in the South, which was Margaret's mom and Akeem's mom. But they were all born in Fort Wayne, where I'm originally from. So, you know, when I came home, for me, things was a lot different. Like having 2 kids in one state, in one state, and having 2 kids in 2 different states. At the time, Darian wasn't born. Darian wasn't born until 2008. Actually, he was born on Valentine's Day, February 14th of 2008. So it was really different at the time. Like, you know, how do I divide myself up amongst my kids? Because when kids are growing up, 90% of kids, you know, it's sad to say, they do grow up with their mom. And sometimes when the mom and dad break up, separate, or divorce, you know, the mom is usually the one who takes on the burden of raising the children. When the dad goes on to just become a child support payment and every other weekend visit, which I think really sucks, man. It really sucks. But that's just the reality of life today. Either you're with the person or you're just a child support payment. And that's just really, really sad. It really is sad. So it was really hard, man. I found it really impossible for me to divide myself up amongst all 4 of my kids at the time. And even right now to this day, this is like 2020, and I still find it really, really challenging to divide myself up amongst all of my kids, to try to be there for each and every one of them equally, without giving one too much attention and making the other ones feel some type of way. And so I will honestly say it's been extremely, extremely, extremely challenging. And you know, sometimes I feel like that I do get pulled in different directions. And you know, as a man, especially as an older man, you know, I know the difference between right and wrong. But I also know that sometimes I have to do things that's not going to hurt other people's feelings. Because one day I'm going to be leaving here, you know, I mean leaving here, period, the earth. I'm going to be gone home one day once my time is up here. Once my time is up here, I will be leaving. And all that's going to be left of me is just a memory. And some of those memories that I would like to leave is the memories of all of my kids having a part of me, a piece of me in their life. You know, I spend a lot of time to myself. You know, you guys know from a lot of my community posts, a lot of my videos and stuff, I spend a lot of time with myself. I go to the park by myself. I go out to eat a lot by myself. I watch movies a lot by myself. I cook by myself. So basically the point that I'm trying to drive is I spend a lot of time with myself. And when I'm with myself, I actually have time to think clearly about a lot of things. I think about like a lot of the mistakes that I made. I feel like in some aspects that I really have failed as a dad. I really do. I'm not going to sit here and lie about that and toot my horn like I'm the best dad in the world, because I know that I'm not. I know that I've made mistakes along the way. I made mistakes along the way. I have people that's really dearly close to me that I've pissed off tremendously, where they probably didn't want anything to do with me. So it's almost like a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. You know, so even right now to this day, I still find it really, really hard and challenging to be a good dad to everyone. And I don't like to use the word that I failed as a dad. I just feel like in most cases, in regards to my own personal situation, I feel like that I don't always make the best choices. And some of the choices that I make can offend some people. And I'm really, really sorry for that. I'm only human. And believe it or not, I'm going to continue to make mistakes, not on purpose. It's because I'm still learning. Just because you're older doesn't mean that you know everything that there is to know about life. So the answer to that question is, basically it's not easy. It's hard. As opposed to being married or being in a committed long-term relationship and having all of my kids by one person under the same roof, yes, it would have been a lot easier. Yes, it would have been a lot easier because you can get a tighter grasp on things even as they get older. You can still be in everyone's life equally. But in my situation, it's not that situation where I'm able to be in everyone's life equally. It's a lot harder for me. And some may not understand why I do what I do. But I do what I do because I do what I have to do. I have to make sure that I'm a part of everybody, because like I said, once I'm gone, man, all that's gonna be left with me is a memory. And at least I know every memory of me is not gonna be the greatest memory, but I do want to be some good memories of me, so I try to still divide myself up amongst everybody. Now, do I actually accomplish that goal? Absolutely not. Would I love to accomplish that goal? Absolutely. I have two kids in Houston. I have one in Mississippi, and you guys know my 12-year-old son, Darian, he's in Indiana. So you guys know, I try to make trips every 4 weeks to go see him. And it's an 18-hour drive. Now, some people can say, well, you can fly. Absolutely not. I'm not flying with no COVID. Everybody's coughing on the plane. I'd rather just jump in my car or get a rental and drive by myself. That way, the only person in that car is coughing is me. Can't nobody give me what I don't have. So I still try to divide myself up. But as I'm starting to see, divide myself up and doing things my way and doing things other people's way doesn't work for me. So, I decided to try to, instead of trying to start new relationships, I've been trying to rebuild old relationships, repair old relationships. And, I can see that that's even harder than I thought that it would be. Even waking up this morning, I wake up a lot, man, feeling guilty. I wake up a lot feeling guilty because I pick my phone up and I know if I make phone calls that they're gonna go unanswered. And I'm not talking about no specific person, guys. This is everybody, because everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got something going on, whether they're working or whether they're, cutting the grass or taking a nap or watching a movie. Everybody's got something going on. So I wake up every day and I feel so guilty because it's like, the decisions that I made has caused me to be pulled in different directions. And, so I wake up with that guilt every day. I don't think nobody would actually know how I feel unless they actually ask me. People always have their opinion of me about this, but nobody actually asks me how I feel about certain situations when it comes to me. So sometimes I feel like it's hard for me to be a part of everyone's life at the same time. I got Darian, who would love me to be in Indiana every day. I got my daughter, kids here who would love for me to be in their life every day. I got a son in Mississippi who would love for me to be in his life every day. So it's like, it's a really, really hard scenario altogether. But the only thing I can do is just try to keep working towards the goal. And the goal is to try to make everyone happy. And you guys know that saying, you can never satisfy everyone. And I'm actually finding that to be extremely true. So, making this video right here, I didn't really know what I was gonna say before I did the video. But I knew that when a few people DM'd me and left comments for me to do this video, I knew I was gonna do the video eventually. I really don't wanna do another video like it, and it's a 90% chance I probably won't do another video like it. But all I'm gonna say is this right here. While you're growing up and while you're getting into a committed relationship or a marriage, or considering getting married one day, man, you know, do the right thing. Try to make sure that you have all of your kids, you know, by the same person. Try not to have any outside kids. You know, like people break up all the time. People divorce all the time. I mean, look at me. I divorced three and a half years ago. I got twins on the way. So, you know, it's like try to make the right decisions in life. That way you won't be an older person like me trying to figure out how to be a good dad to everyone. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when the kids is spread it out by different women, it's not easy to be a good dad to everyone. It's not easy to be there for everyone. It's almost next to impossible. You know, everybody has their own life, man. It's like people are getting older, and you know, me, I figured the right thing for me to do is be there for all of my kids, but mainly be there for my son, my baby, which is Darren, because he's the youngest out of all, you know, and he needs me more than they need me. But at the same time, I know that everybody needs me. So that's how I try to spread myself out to all of my kids. And I'm still working on trying to spread myself out and become a better parent. Try to divide myself up and spread myself out amongst everybody. Again, it's not easy, and I'm quite sure, like, you know, there's probably some mothers who's going through the same thing, who has kids that's probably not the custodial parent, or probably have older kids that may feel like that you're not really there for them. But I think, like, I guess when I was younger, I used to always think, you know, like the kids only really needed you to be there for them, like for diapers and help to buy school clothes and stuff like that, homework and stuff like that. But I guess even as they get older, they need you more and more in their life. But you know, me personally, I wish that things could be different. Things could be a whole lot better than what they are. I don't really get to see all of my kids all the time. Again, I still have some that, like I said, I got two that live in two different states. I got one in Mississippi, I got one in Indiana, and I have two here. And even the two that's here, you know, I don't even get to see them all the time. Because like I said, everybody's working, everybody has jobs, everybody has responsibilities. But when we do get together, we have a really, really nice time. When I'm with Damon and his wife, you know, I get to be around my grandkids, and we have a really nice time. When I'm with Margaret, I get to be around her and my grandkids. We have a really nice time. You know, Akeem, I don't get to be around him a whole lot. But when we do get together, we have a really, really nice time. Him and my grandkids from around Darien, we have a really, really nice time. You know, but I just feel like that, you know, that there's so much more that we're missing out on. So that's actually how I cope and deal with having kids that's kind of spread it out like that. You know, I still try to be there for everybody, no matter what. And again, sometimes some people won't like the decisions that I make, or I may piss one off because I'm giving one of my other kids too much attention. Or I may piss the other off because I'm giving one of my other kids too much attention. So it's like, it's a lose-lose for me all the way around. I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be a lose-lose for me. And I learned to accept that, and I'm cool with that. I mean, learn to adapt. Just learn to adapt. You know, it is a loss for me all the way around, but all I can do is just keep trying to be the better person that I'm trying to be, and just try to be there for everyone, you know. And I got little ones on the way, I'm gonna have to be there for them. And, you know, when that happens, you know, having newborns means that a lot of stuff has to stop. You know, I have to stop doing certain things a certain way. You know, because they're gonna need me more in their life. They're gonna need me to help with diapers, changing diapers, babysitting, waking up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, all this stuff comes with responsibilities. So I'll be probably stretching myself a little bit more thinner. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to divide myself up, you know, and continue just trying to be that better person. Anyway, I hope that this video was to help you guys, help somebody out there. If you're experiencing or going through some of the same similar things of trying to be a better dad and trying to divide yourself up amongst all of your kids, my advice would my advice to you would be, you know, just try to be there, good or bad. Try to still be there, pick up the phone. Even if your calls go unanswered, still try. Sometimes pull up and knock at the door anyway. Depends on the circumstances of you or your relationship. Don't give up. Don't give up and try not to get upset. Just be really, really patient, because you can believe what goes around comes around, and one day things gonna come around, and they're gonna come around for the better. That I can promise you. But guys, until next time, I'm Damian Cryer. I hope you love this video. I will see you next time.